Hey, what's up YouTube? TDNRider here, coming at you with a duel video. And this is the best duel I've ever had. Really, this is such a good duel, and stay with me until the end. I promise you, it's worth it. Apparently, I'm using my Lightsworn Bujin or Bujin-Sworn, as I want to call them, and my opponent is using the Spellbook deck. It's a pretty decent deck. Well, as we all know, pretty standard. He's using the Toon Table, the Judgment Day, all that shenanigans, and yeah. So I started. I got double Yamato, the Bujin Honest, the Bujin Hornet, Pot of Duality, and Forbidden Lands. So I go first, and I used my Pot of Duality. I got a Lila, Wolf, and a Tanky, and I just go for Tanky. Used it and grabbed the bear. In every deck, you can run Tanky, such as Bujin or Constellar or anything else that runs can run Tanky. You pretty much gotta run bear. Really, bear is such a good card. So I just grabbed the bear, summoned my Yamato, saved my lands, and then to the end phase, used its effect. At that point, I didn't know what he was playing, so I just grabbed the Bujin MST and discarded it because I don't want him to have back row, because he cannot attack over me because I have the Bujin Honest, he cannot dark hole me, I have the Forbidden Lands, and yeah, so it goes on. And now, well, it's his turn. And as you pretty much all know, he has the Magician and Spellbook of Power, or what? Secrets. And yeah, I just skip that. It just does some shenanigans. I don't commentate that because we all know what it does. So yeah, he summoned Magician, the such and such and such, yada yada yada. Added Spellbook of Fate. Spellbook of Fate is such a good card, really. I had a hard time getting around that. And yeah, well, by the way, this is an important ruling. Spellbook of Fate, it does not target as cost. It targets, well, it doesn't even target. It just banish one card your opponent controls. So you have to use your lands or other card in response to the Fate. So lands is not a real option, not a real out to Fate, because if you got two monsters, they can use Fate. You have to protect one of your monsters, the one you want to keep, and he still can banish the other. So yeah, just keep that in mind. He does that, yada yada yada. And then in the event phase, he adds like 3 cards, summons Justice of Property, use that, all that shit, and he has in the end for like 9 cards or something. You know that it just is what Spellbook does, really. But yeah. I still got my Yamato, which is kind of funny. I drew into a Pot of Avarice, which was at that point pretty dead because I had only one monster and he doesn't have back row. So I just decided to summon my bear. It's a decent card and I can freely attack over it. I cannot summon the other Yamato because it has a restriction on it there. You can only control one Buji Yamato, which is kind of sad. To be honest, I didn't want to summon because it's better in your hand, and the Hornet also, yeah, you don't want to summon that. So I just attacked over it with Bear, add its effect, grabbed Tanky, attacked directly with Yamato, and now in the end phase I knew he was playing a Spellbook, so I just wanted to have my, well, I had to play aggressively, because if I don't, they will just Spellbook of Fate me, attack over it with that shit there. And yeah, so I just summoned Tiger King, and I grabbed Tensu, and I normal summoned my Yamato, because Yamato is a +1 technically in the end phase, so I just wanted to have that. And now I grabbed, I activated Tanky and grabbed the last Yamato, summoned one due to the effect of Tensu, and during the end phase I added the what's it called, the protection guy there, the turtle, and just discarded it because I knew he cannot attack over my Yamato because I have the honest, and he cannot destroy it with prophecy because I have the turtle thingy there. I don't know. They are kind of funny actually. Their artwork. This is some sort of deer and has a sword as a face. This is just a crane or something, and this is just a guy actually. But yeah, kind of funny. Also, it looks like an arm. Is just me, or it looks like an arm really? Like, uh, yeah. Well, either way, it doesn't matter. Here we go, and whoa, it was like such a pain to deal with. He drew. Oh, okay, I can focus. Where is it? This one. Kaiku, and Kaiku is a real problem because I cannot use my turtle thingy there, and it is also dead. So it's definitely a decent draw, and he has already got his spellbook shit there. He summoned his priestess, used its effect, targeted my targeted my Tensu, which is not the worst thing he could have done. Well, he could have destroyed my Tiger King. I could not protect it, but it's good that he didn't target the Yamato because I still have my turtle thingy. And then he summoned the Kaiku, used it, and used his Spellbook of Power twice to the effect of Spellbook of Master. And now he is at 3,500, but I have my Honest and it can bump it up to 3,600. And he takes 100, and he doesn't get the surge off from power, but now he attacks over my Kaiku, which is kind of a problem. And now he banishes my that one and MST, which is kind of bad because I wanted to have my Pot of Everest live. So yeah, and now for power, add the Fate and set it. The Fate is such a problem. Fate is such a good card. If you wanna hit Spellbook, hit Spellbook of Fate, and the other guy there, the +9 or something, what's it called? Spellbook of Judgment Day, that thing. Just hit Spellbook of Fate and Judgment Days. Judgment Day at 1 would be fine, and that shit at 1 would also be totally fine with me. The dragons probably to 2 or 1, but that's another video, I'm sorry. Yeah, he summoned that 2 now, I don't know why, but yeah, just did that. And I had my Heavy Storm. I was about to Heavy Storm that one card, but I was pretty sure about it that it was the Spellbook of Fate, so I didn't want to summon it. I just summoned my arm there, the Hornet, and now I summoned this Susano, used its effect, and I grabbed, what did I grab? The Honest. I grabbed the Honest. Yep. And now I have enough target for Pot of Everest. And you wanna keep your Hornet, and yeah, you wanna keep your Hornet in the graveyard to just reset every other thing, everything else, I mean. And I drew into that shit. That was so good. War God Advent is also a pretty decent card. Yeah, we'll see now what it does. You summon 1 from your bench zone and 1 from your graveyard, and now I overlaid for the second Susano. And yeah, I sent Hitsuka to the graveyard, because I already had the Honest in my hand, and well, yeah, that was the main reason. Prophecy, High Priestess is coming back, so yeah. I'm using it, my Honest now on the Kaiku because I didn't want him to have that shit, and I thought it was game right there because, well, if I added a second Honest, it would have been game by there because it, Susano can attack every monster your opponent controls. So it already can attack twice, and then with the double Honest, it has like 4 attacks. So 2 times and double attack, so it 4 attacks, and that would have made it game. But yeah, well, that's fail on my part, so I could have made it game right there, but yeah, what do we know? So he grabbed another spellbook shit there. I just let it go pass by. I did that. Is it only me, or just spellbook is sort of a derpy deck, really? I hate it. Oh yeah, since Spellbook of Fate doesn't target, I can't use my turtle thingy there, so yeah, keep that in mind. he did all the shenanigans. He set a Spellbook of Fate and Wisdom, which is both pretty decent card, and he attacked for about 5,000 damage, 4,700 to be exact. So, but I still had my Heavy Storm, which is a pretty decent card, and yeah. So in the main phase 2, I used, I'm sorry, main phase 1, I used my Heavy, and he targeted, used his Wisdom, called Spells, and yep, all to the graveyard. Now he adds 4 Star Hall, the Magician, and now I summoned my Yamato, and I was hoping, well, shit. But as you can see, I still got my Hornet in the graveyard, so I used it, and you know, I popped his Priestess and attacked him directly, and that has been game. So this is really an awesome deck. He got like 3 new hands. This he didn't misplay at all. It was just like, I do that and this and that and that yada yada yada. But I just keep beating him down, and I won the game, which is, oh, that was such a cool game. So yeah, please like if you enjoyed this duel video. I personally did. So yeah, TDNRider signing out.